so transparent. I am shed my skin. There's nothing to get out of me. If there's nothing of you, no, no, no. Standing on the corner, before you or behind you, never mind you, doesn't matter. We take shape, become opaque, and see myself, and see myself, standing on the corner, before you walk behind you, never mind you, see myself, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter at all. Is there someone watching there? I don't think so. No. Okay, so that was called Standing on the Corner. I wrote that years ago. Oh my goodness. Was it in the 90s? Yes, it was in the 90s I wrote that. Speaking of the 90s, everyone's talking about the 30th anniversary of the disappearance of a certain Kurt Donald Cobain. And, I can't say that I wasn't influenced. They talk about that Nirvana songwriting dynamic where it's super loud and then super soft. So I've got that. How's it? Standing on the corner, before you or behind you, never mind you, doesn't matter. And then it goes into a light part. Really delicate. Anyway, so I'm comparing myself to poor departed Mr. Nirvana. And anyway, that was based on the lyrics are based on a poem written in Hebrew by a friend of mine while I was staying in just outside of Tel Aviv in a place called, I can't remember. I'll have to look on a map to remember. I was looking at the map of Israel the other day because I was doing some Bible study. There's a song, it was for Easter, and I was going to do I am the resurrection and the light, who believes in me shall never die, that song. And it's taken from a certain verse, and they mention a certain town. It's not Bethlehem. Is it Bethel? Or Bethany? Splash down, I come back, splash down, I come back around. Splash down, see old town. And it's really crazy. Everything's so close in there. First of all, I didn't realize that the old city is actually in Palestine, or the old temple is actually in Palestine, is what it looks like from the border delineations on the map that you can find online. And everything's within walking distance, man. I mean, Bethlehem is just south of Jerusalem, and Bethany is just north. Bethany is where Lazarus lived and died, and subsequently lived, and presumably died again. And also there was a character called Simon the Leper who's from there, so it sounds like a wonderful place, this Bethany. It has a different name today. It's like Al-Izyar something. Anyway, it's based on the Arabicized version of Lazarus. And kiss the sky. That's a big joke. And so it was in Israel that I wrote this song, and he was super impressed with it, and it stuck with me. Standing on the corner, before you or behind you, never mind you, doesn't matter. Feeling so transparent, I yearn to shed this skin, but there's nothing to get out of if there's nothing I'm in. Standing on the corner, before you or behind you, behind you, doesn't matter. I inhale a breath of smoke. Breathe, take shape, become opaque, and see myself, and see myself standing on the corner, before you or behind you, behind you, doesn't matter. So I went to my friend's vernissage last night, Rue de Wherein, fancy part of town, over, I don't know what arrondissement it is, maybe the 15th, maybe the, what would it be? 14, 15, 14, 13, 12, no, 13th maybe? And, or maybe even something as, or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5th, or 6th, or 7th, or 8th. Could be any of those. And she was showing some of her wonderful photography. She does this body painting, and then she makes abstract photos, or semi-abstract photos from there. And she introduced me to the gallerist. So the gallerist was explaining to me the terms of showing there. Gave me a card with all the figures on it, and I don't have the card with me right now. I don't have it handy, but so apparently you can have a 2-week group show. That means you get 1.5 meters on the 1.5 meters vertical slice of the wall, so you could put a number of small ones or stack a couple big ones. And you show with I don't know how many people were showing, but it seemed like about 6. And she doesn't take any commission in this instance, this group show instance, if you sell something, and which is good. And she wants 400 euros for that for 2 weeks. What do you think of that? Because I've got to show this somewhere, don't I? The Crâne de Bélier. Oh, ouais. Got to get that up somewhere. So I finished this one. Some people are expressing interest in various manners. And then I found that canvas and I repaired it. And here's another canvas that I found. And so what I've done is I've sanded this down. You can see there was sort of impasto paint on here. Sanded that down with 80 grit and then 120 grit to make it all nice and smooth. And I washed it off, and taut as a drum, literally. See if you can hear this over here. So the back is a little bit stained with, it looks like some sort of fungus, mildew. So I'm going to paint that over with some primer, make it look all nice. I like this little detail right here. It's upside down. 30p, is that 30 pence perhaps? Maybe it's the size of it. 30p. But this, oh, I haven't measured. Oh yeah, it's 92 by 65. this centimeters, this one. So I'm going to paint this over with a couple layers of primer and then a final layer of gesso. And what do you think I should put on here? I have some ideas, but I'm open to suggestions. And also, should it be horizontal or should it be vertical? Well, you will let me know in the comments right after you like, subscribe, share, and darn your socks. Oh, we're at the 12-minute mark. Happy weekend. Happy weekend to you. Ciao for now.